Okay, let's keep going. I've got a chocolate bar now. Cool. Yeah. Levels up the ass.
Weren't about to come at me one at a time. They were in this together.
That was cool.
Two brothers side by side.
Oh my god.
Determined to take me down.
No way.
Confident that this time the odds were on their side.
No way. How am I going to do this? Well, I'm going to die 100 times. Oh dear. Okay, focus on him. Wow. The TV still isn't, the goddamn camera still isn't focused properly. It's just got black bars on it, it's really hard to tell. It probably won't make much of a difference anyway though. Because there's black bars around the thing, it won't matter. Yeah!
Wrong. A sad end for those two. If they'd only known that Emmett was still alive despite his wounds.
Emmett's still alive?
14 years later, he moved to California and sold real estate and lived off the legend of that fateful day. And the tragic death of his two brothers.
Right. We got like a load of skills. We got two. Okay, two. More shot in shotgun rounds. Do some more damage with your shotguns. All weapons will 20% more shot. Why not? Oh. Legendary weapon unlocked. Oh, I might do a montage of all legendary weapons then. What does that mean? I can use a legendary weapon? No idea. Chocolate.
My own brothers died tragically as well, truth be told.
The wild. This must be the last episode.
It was 1868, and me and my older brothers were pulling a tidy profit running cattle into Juarez, Mexico.
How old is this guy? Is he like 70?
After my brothers retired for the evening, I found a little poker game in a cantina with a couple of cowboys. And I just couldn't lose. I even won an old Spanish coin that had to be 100 years old. Well, I was mighty pleased with myself the next morning as my brothers and I rode for Texas. But before we crossed the border, those cowboys caught up with us. It was Johnny Ringo, Roscoe Bob Bryant, and another asshole named Jim. They wanted their money back and everything else we had, including our lives, as those boys didn't want us coming for them later. Bob put that old Spanish coin in my mouth and said, "I won't have it said that I left you with nothing, boy." Well, those horses bolted, and there we hung as those bastards rode away. The branch finally snapped under the weight of the three of us, but being my older brothers were bigger and heavier, they were already dead. And right then I swore to myself that I would avenge them. Ringo you know about. But Bob eluded me until I heard he was riding with the Wild Bunch.
He must be in his 60s at least. Because, damn, it's 1910 at the moment. Not so great chain robbery. Oh, this would be cool. Meow, 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 meow. Bow, meow.
I'd been on their trail for months, ever since they left their hideout in the Bighorn Mountains. Led by Butch Cassidy, they were a loose association of outlaws who robbed banks and trains from Colorado to Montana. Among them was the Sundance Kid, and that murderous hombre I was tracking, Roscoe Bob Bryant.
Were you a part of that giant Pinkerton posse after the Wild Bunch?
No, boy. A circus like that would have slowed me down. Besides, I wanted Bryant all to myself. I'd heard about a large shipment of gold being transported to Wilcox, Wyoming on the Overland Flyer. I figured the Wild Bunch would likely hit such a treasure, and by God, I figured right. They blew the bridge with the intention of forcing the train to stop.
Didn't work.
Well, I assumed the Wild Bunch was likely in the still intact part of the train high above. I was determined to make that sumbitch Bob pay for what he did to my brothers.
Get out. It's a pretty cool looking train.
My ears are still ringing from blowing up that ridge.
What'd you say? I can't hear a goddamn thing. Well, I made my way off unscathed and came upon a few members of the gang and had no choice but to dispatch them. From there, I had to negotiate an even more precarious route. But first, I would need to get my ass out of there.
Oh, yeah. Oh god. I've seen this part in like the demo. They did the not the demo, the you know, like the trailers, the preview gameplay from like GameSpot.
I jumped from the frying pan into the fire as the train was clearly fixing to fall. I had found the gang, but in order to find old Bob, I needed to fight my way forward past a whole passel of desperados. Outside, inside, anywhere I could, I made my way towards my prey.
Well, what about the passengers?
It was mostly a freight train, as I recall. There were no passengers aboard that day. As I mentioned before, I am not fond of heights. But I was too busy dodging bullets to worry about falling to my death.
Yeah, the frame rate is smooth as anything, which is a really nice thing.
Odds were I was likely to die that day anyway. So I was determined to take down as many of those bastards as I could. Son of a bitch! shooting ducks in a shooting gallery. The only difference is these damn ducks shot back.
Bugger. He's not here this time. Oh my god. Should we take the ranger? Why not?
I kept hoping the law would show up and give me a hand.
Like that giant Pinkerton posse that I read about. Did they come riding in, guns a-blazing to help?
Oops. Who's that? Wow. That's pretty cool.
Help? From the Pinkertons? No, son. I had to fight the wild bunch all by my lonesome, as usual.
Who the hell is that?
It's kind of like Dragon Age 2.
Retreat! Retreat! He's killing everybody! He'll kill us all!
You smash the X really fast, you reload quicker. Kind of like an Alan Wake. Where's the nugget then? Yeah, I can go through this. Next